How's it going, Mandel?
I'm good.
I like calling you that. That's one of my nicknames for you, man.
I like it.
Manhandling people down there. Let's go. Been enjoying watching you guys play out there. You guys are getting better. And I was just wondering as well, if there's one thing like that you could improve on your game, like right now, like one aspect of it, anything, what would that be?
It's hard to say like one thing, like, because you work on your all around game, every day, you put hours into working on your game. So all that eventually will come around. It just takes patience, to become the best player you can be. But I think the leadership aspect of, when adversity hits, learning how to lead your guys, learning how to be, a leader on the team and, just being consistent in that aspect for sure.
I definitely see that, a bunch of young guys,
exactly.
out there. We need a lot more leadership. I've been a Lakers fan since day one, man. So
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Through all the struggles, everything, I've always loved the Lakers, and I've been watching you since you were in college playing with Kentucky.
I appreciate it.
I remember watching you a lot of times, man, and I was like, damn, this guy's gonna be a beast. Like, like he's a monster. He's a Mandel down there. So
what I want to teach him probably the most, or one of the most, one of the things I think will be most valuable as far as imprinting on him is just taking responsibility, not making excuses. Things don't always go right in life. You have ups and downs. You have things that you wish would have went better or not. And whether it's your fault or not, who cares? Just taking responsibility, especially as a man, when he gets older, taking responsibility for all his actions, not pointing the finger. When he looks himself in the mirror, what can he say? I can do better as a person, or I can do better as a man, or how could I handle, whatever situation better? And, if he has that aspect on life and things in general, I think it'll work out. A lot of things will work out in his favor, more times than not.
If you had advice for your son when he turns 18, advice that you would tell yourself back in the day, what would it be?
Block out all outside noise. Just focus. Whatever his dream is, have tunnel vision. Don't let anybody or any person, nobody but yourself, define who you are. I think a lot of times, I see it so many times, like right now, like people let social media define them, what somebody has to say other than themselves define who they are or whatever. And I think nobody knows who you are, the greatness that you have inside you, but you and God. So don't let any outside noise, define you. And, I think in sports, to be able to accept Hey.
There it is. We got that on tape.
To be able to accept like coaching and criticism, I think that's huge because it's only going to make you better.
Valentine's Day coming up. Do you have any big plans for this Valentine's Day?
He actually got his mommy a gift today. Yeah, he got mommy a purse. So he did
that's awesome.
He did a good job with that. And then he set up mommy and daddy a car. Tonight we're gonna go on like a little dinner date because we actually have a game tomorrow versus Sacramento, and then we leave right after the game, and that's Valentine's. We go to Phoenix, so it's a back-to-back. So we can't, go to dinner on actual Valentine's Day. So. He set us up a car, and then we're going to have a dinner in Malibu on the beach tonight. So he did a good job of taking care of mom and making sure dad treated her special.
Hey, Julius. I was just wondering if you have any pregame rituals or superstitions that you have?
Oh, man. I try to not believe in superstitions. I try really, really hard not to. If I play, I've always had a superstition. If I play bad in a certain pair of shoes, I wouldn't wear them anymore. I throw them to the side and don't wear them anymore.
When were you first able to dunk?
First able to dunk, I was like going into like 7th grade. I was able to get my first dunk. I was tall. I was probably 6'5" maybe or so. I don't really. I think like 6'5". but I was tall and I always would try, I was trying so hard, I started by grabbing rim or whatever, and then I would try, dunking or whatever. And, my friend threw me an alley, he would throw me an alley and then I was able to dunk. And then eventually by 7th grade, I was just able to do it by myself.
I was actually going to ask like how tall you were and then like how like you grew, like what was your like growing progression from like, like from there all the way up?
Yeah. So 8th grade, I was probably like 6'7" or so. And then in 9th grade, I was 6'8", and then grew to, 6'9". And, I've been the same 6'9" probably or in the 9th grade or whatever. And then I've been the same height ever since. I don't think I've grown. So, I stopped growing after that.
Hanging on behind, man. I'm 6'1".
No, you got plenty of time. There's a lot of late bloomers.
Well, that's a shot.
I'm sorry. Magic was, Showtime, all the above, but he was such a pioneer, not for just, basketball, but life outside of basketball. So I think his perspective and leadership, teaching us leadership, teaching us about the grind and everything that comes, not with just being a basketball player, being a Laker. And then also, his perspective on, off the court and how he was able to grow himself and his brand off the court, would be huge, just to be able to pick his brain on that. But basketball comes first. So, he's one of the all-time greats, greatest point guard ever, whatever you want to call it. So to be able to pick his brain and, how he saw things on the court or, what his day-to-day grind was or whatever it may be, it's going to be huge for us, especially us young guys, growing up and going in our careers together. I think it'll be huge, for him. Basketball is what he want to play.
Yeah, I can hear him talking right now.
He's trying to give you an answer. He just can't quite get it out yet.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yo, Julius, who's the funniest teammate?
Nick, for sure.
I knew it.
Yeah, always joking around. Can make a joke out of anything. It's great though because it keeps everything lively. It keeps everything. Everybody in a good mood or whatever it may be. But yeah, he jokes 24/7 constantly. And to think that he's 31 or 30 or whatever, he's one of our vets. You would think he's 18. So it's crazy.
And welcome back to the team after your pneumonia.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
My question is, what are the struggles of trying to balance being a father and an NBA player at the same time?
Yeah, just wearing yourself thin. You got to find balance to let yourself recoup and rejuvenate and just get your body right. So you just gotta try to balance the both. And like I said, my fiance does a great job of helping me out, allowing me to get rest and all the above. Because 82 games in a season is a lot. It's a long season, and you gotta make sure that make sure you try to feel your best every time you step out of there on the court and do whatever you can to make sure you try to feel your best. So just gotta balance out the both. It's tough. I'm still learning. I'm only 2 months in, but I'm still learning.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Julius.
No problem.
Cool. Thanks, man. Now, Julius, yeah, you did have pneumonia, and we're so glad that you kind of came up out of that. But how are you doing? Are you feeling good? You feeling okay? I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. It was tough. It wasn't even like an extreme case. It was bad. That I had it, but I just had antibiotics, and I was fine. I was able to get over it, but it was tough in the beginning. The fevers, the headaches, and all the above, the sweats, and nauseous, and all that type of stuff. It sucks, but I'm glad I caught it. Because that's not something you play around with. So
right.
I'm glad I was able to catch it and catch it early. And like I said, you got to take care of yourself. As always, man, I appreciate you guys. Getting your questions in, everybody, just checking it out, spending time with me, wanting to learn about me, wanting to learn about Little Man. So I appreciate it all, man. Thank you guys so much. And, I look forward to doing this many more times.